What's going on, guys? This is Carl, the Racerred channel. Out here riding in Little Jim Cycle Park after a big, heavy rain the past few days. And as you can see, this is essentially sand dunes. I mean, it's super sandy material, and so any water is going to cause so much erosion here. And this is far different from the mountains. There was no motorcycle track here. This is not from a motorcycle track. There's just lots of water erosion all the way down this. There's more over here. Yep, not even a motorcycle track in sight. A lot of this erosion would happen regardless of any kind of ruts or anything like that. So I just wanted to show you guys this material. I mean, this is like I said, sand. This whole area is sand. This is not like the mountains. The mountains are all rock, granite, and very loamy, dense material. It takes a lot to cause any kind of water erosion in the mountains. Even though this is sand, I want to show you guys what happens when you follow the sides of the mountains where the water can flow over the top of the trail. A lot of people seem to be under the impression that a ton of water flows down a trail, and it's just not the case. If you're ever up in the mountains on a little trail when it's raining, most of that water is getting absorbed into the mountain before it ever reaches the trail, and if it's raining hard, it flows over the top of it. Not very much water flows down the trail, but even if it does, if it's not like this, like a sand dune, it won't erode the trail. A lot of the trails I've been riding for 25 years are still just as they were 25 years ago. Well, there has been a very heavy rain this past few days. I wanted to show you guys what water erosion looks like on motorcycle trails. All this stuff is very, very sandy. What that means is when the water runs down, it's going to pull a lot of material, and it doesn't need a trail to do that. All the trails in the mountains are along side hills. They work their way up the sides, and you can see as rain hits this, it's going to absorb into the mountain right here. Any rain that hits right here is going to flow over the top of it. There are some trails where it's rutted out enough just from tires that it would run down the trail, but most of it's getting absorbed before it hits the trail anyways. However, there is a little bit of water that runs down in the mountains, but like I said before, the mountains are rock. This is sand. The mountains do not receive erosion like we see it here, at least. I've been riding trails for 25 years that look like the same trail as they were 25 years ago, and some get completely demolished from rock slides and all kinds of stuff during the wintertime. But as you can see, there is a lot of erosion coming down this, and that's from water coming down this ravine. Up there you can see where it's all bare, how it's all been sloughing off. There are no tracks here. There are no motorcycle trails or tracks. This is all natural erosion where all this water has come down. You'll notice that almost 100% of the damage to the trail is from motorcyclists. If you want to call it damage, it just rubs off the vegetation. If we didn't ride this for a couple of years, the vegetation would just grow back. But as you notice off to the side of the trail, there are game tracks. One of our biggest issues with water is this. Water is coming down the side of the mountain and washing the trail out. Big crack through this ravine. That's got to be 10 feet deep. That's the natural path of water flow through here. Just real sandy, and it just completely chewed through the terrain. Has nothing to do with any kind of track. There's another natural erosion spot down that mountain right here. No tracks in sight, yet there's a huge crack. 100% natural. Here's another natural slide right here. No tracks in sight.
His name is Racerred. If he wasn't riding, he'd be in bed. He naps during the day. He rides his love in garage bays. Oh, he rides all night, full throttle all the time. Oh, he was born to ride. Red Racer, like, comment, and subscribe.